Hello, welcome RM Tech Network Consultants. In this video, I will show you how to make configuration a web filtering. A web filtering is an essential tool for individuals and organizations, enabling them to control and restrict access to internet content. Its a primary advantage include enhanced security against cyber threats such as phishing attacks and malware, as well as improvement in productivity by blocking restricting websites like social media platforms. For example, financial institutions can protect sensitive customer information by preventing access to malicious sites, while corporate offices can limit personal browsing during work hours to maintain focus, ensuring employees stay productive. In an educational setting, web filtering is crucial for safeguarding students by restricting access to inappropriate content such as sites related to child abuse and violence. Schools can ensure a safe learning environment by implementing filters that block harmful materials, complying with legal obligations to protect minors. Additionally, organizations can protect employees by blocking access to distracting social networking sites, maximizing their engagement in work tasks. Overall, web filtering service is a vital strategy for promoting a secure and efficient digital experience in a various context. To start in our configuration, we will go security profile. I will go security profile and then we select web filtering. There are three web there are three default web filtering already configured. It's a web default, web monitor all, monitor and log all visitor URLs. So I am not going to use this one. So I am going to create my own web filter, and its name is a custom web. And also you can leave a comment, and there is in here antivirus profile that feature sets the feature set is two types, is a flow based and proxy based. So first I will show you the flow based, and the second I will show a proxy based. In our first setting is a ForgtiGate category based filter. I will make on, and it tells us thus warning this device is not licensed for the ForgtiGate web filtering service. Traffic might be blocked with this option, but it does not problem. And there is a category that are based on FortiGate firewall database. So this one is the category that based on the FortiGate database. So every category has a subcategory, and every subcategory has or have a website or URL that belong it. For example, and if I go hacking, then I click right click. There is a 5 action in here: allow, monitor, block, warning, and authenticate. And allow means and all the websites or the URLs or the URL belong this category can allow or can access in this category. In the next, the monitor and also all the websites or the URL and belong this category can access but can block the traffic. In the next is a block. This one is a warning. Warning is a confirmation, and confirmation means if the user browse the URL before the opening the website, it asks the confirmation. For example, and do you want to access the website or not? And this one is the authenticate. We assign a users and then we allow can make override the guest. So, and in our next step, I think you have a full understanding about the actions and with the category. In the next step, we will allow users. Okay, we will make on allow users to override blocked category. For example, I am going to block a child abuse. For example, I am going to block a child abuse. Good. Then I will make a group that can override even if this category is blocked. We give a permission this group that can access in this category. For example, click. I will select a guest group. So now this guest group that we make a override, they can access this blocked category for a child abuse because we give a permission. Then we give a permission can access. Okay, I will select it, guest group. Okay, and this one is the profile name. The profile name, there are three default profile name, and but I will select web default, and also you can create your own web default. Okay, then close. There is a in here is casual. Yeah, this one is a switch applies. Then you can select a user group ib or ascii. Then I will select the ascii. This one is the original. It asks the original user or group must be specified at the source in firewall policies using. I will show after when I finish this for configuration for this web filter how to apply the firewall policies. And also there is in here a schedule. This one is a predefined and this one is ASCII. So we will select the predefined because all the time we cannot protect or defend and this category, and for this group guest groups can make override this category. So we will make there are three options for scheduling. So days, hours, and minutes. I will select days. So I said every 2 days can make override. So in the next step, there's a static URL filter. So you can make block invalid URLs. The next is a URL filter. The URL filter, it means, for example, I am in the office and I am going to block the employees can access in the social networking. For example, Facebook and something like that. So, for example, come to ForgtiGate category and then select social network. Social networking, right click and then click block. How to be busy. Okay, then I will allow only for the employees can access the Twitter. Okay, I will make create. Then I will write in here twitter.com and the action show the action is allow and then the status is enable, then click OK. So now the employees for the company cannot access in a social networking totally, except in Twitter can access only at Twitter. In the next step, there is a block malicious URLs discovered by ForgtiSandbox. If you are make the configuration or the configuration for the sand and ForgtiSandbox, you can make on. Otherwise, you can make off. And this one is a content filter. The content filter and this one is this category is it's based on a website that have specific words or patterns. For example, for example, for example, orange. I am going to block all the websites have this name, and then click OK. Now I block that specific website. Its name is so I block all the websites. Its names are orange. The next step is to allow websites when rating are accuracy. Okay, make on and rate URL by domain name and IP address. Okay, this one is a proxy option is HTTP posty action. This one is it means if the person of the user can upload a file for the URL or the website, do you want it to allow or block? That you have two options, allow and block. Then I will select it, allow, but you can select a block. This one is a remove cookies and then click OK. OK. In the next step, I am going to uh, web rating override. The web rating override is you can block a specific website for I am going for example I am going to block for the employees how to be busy for the online shopping totally. Okay, for example I am going to block an Alibaba Alibaba.com. Okay, before I write before first I will return a web filter and then I will come custom edit. First I will block the online shopping category based on this ForgtiGate database. So come to shopping, how to block. Yes, and right click block. Now I blocked the category shopping. So then click OK. Now return web rating override. Now you are able can block in Alibaba.com. You can leave the comment and the category, the potential liable is a general interest personal and the subcategory is a shopping. You select a shopping, then you will click OK. Good. In the next step, I will go a web profile overrides and then click create. Okay. There are three options user group or source IP. I will select user group and then click guest group. The original profile we have already created in the web filtering name was custom.web and the new profile is a web default and ensure that is enable and then click OK. Now in the next step I will retain the firewall policy how to apply this web filter. Come to policy on object, click firewall policy and then click edit. Okay, come in here and make on the web filter, and then scroll down, and you have to ensure you select deep inspection, and then click okay. Before you click, then you will select the source, and then click users, and then you will select guest group, and then click ok, and then click ok. Now I finish for the configuration for the web filtering. So come to security profile, come to web filter, click custom, edit. Okay, in the next step I will show the first step I have already shown for the flow based. In this next step I will show you the proxy based. The proxy based, the proxy based and the flow based, they are similarly, but they can different some places. Yes, this category usage quota. Yeah, when you selected the proxy based, it shows the category usage quota. So I will go to create and go to category, and there are a lot of actions in here. Then you can apply anyone you like. I will select a gambling, and then I will select a traffic. It depends, and then click OK. OK, this one is OK. They are same for the flow based. OK, there is a search engines in here. Enforce safe search in Google, Yahoo, Bing, and Yandex. Make on restrict YouTube access. Okay, we need to restrict YouTube access. For example, you are going to a blog, a YouTube that you don't want, so you have when you are going to make a blog, you have to have the ID for that YouTube. So make on okay, and also you can make log all search keywords. Okay, this one is the static URL filter. Okay, and also this one is a proxy options. Then you can make a restrict Google account usage specific domains, and then I will select 43.com, and then I will select an orange.com. Good. So this one is the restrict. It will ask you, and it will ask the restrict YouTube access to specific channels. So when you are going to restrict a specific channel, you have to have the ID for that YouTube channel. So I have, for example, a ID channel, and then I will come in here, and then I will paste, and then you can leave a comment, and then click OK. Okay, the next step, you will allow HTTP post actions. This one is a remove Java, okay, on, and remove active, on, and then click OK. Now we finish for the configuration for the web filtering. So it has a two types, flow based and proxy based. And thank you very much, and we will see you in the next video. Please subscribe and share.